Welcome back to the Strange Noise Podcast, everybody.
What's up?
Yo, yo.
I like pan this way and like everybody has like dead stare.
I know.
Look you right in
What's
your
up,
eyes.
dogs? That's how I like to have sex just right in your eyes.
Stare straight right.
You're just gonna fuck you into submission, looking at you.
Well, yes, welcome to the Strange Noise Podcast.
Welcome. Yeah.
4 out of 5 doctors say it is more fun than a Dirty Sanchez.
Oh, I think there's a lot more things funner than that, bro.
Yeah. The rusty trombone,
That's the trombone.
for
What is
example.
The Mississippi mud pie.
The Mississippi mud pie.
These are all nicknames for our podcast.
Shit stained balls. No, I don't know.
Did you guys hear Ron Jeremy's has allegations against him?
Oh, I mean, I'm not
No,
surprised, but
it's not surprising, but I'm like, it is
What?
slightly surprising.
I
Just-
mean, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean,
I don't believe it. No way. Not that. Look, this is perfect. I'm glad that you went into this because this is actually probably a little better. How is that possible when he's lived a lifetime of women asking to see his big dick? How is it? That's fucked up.
Or is it that he's gotten so used to everybody asking that he
just
assumes?
Pulled the
And now he
fucking
just
Louis
moves out.
C.K. and just was
Yeah.
like, boom.
It's probably going senile too. Is it recent?
I just seen the article. I didn't read the article. I just seen the headline. But since you guys were talking about all this stuff,
Yeah.
we were talking about.
Speaking of which,
speaking of Dirty Sanchez,
that's interesting.
but
There's
yeah,
a guy on really quick. There's a guy on this new Netflix show called Rust Valley or something. They remodel old rusted vehicles.
oh yeah, I've seen it. It's always in the top. You know, the advertised ones.
That's how
Yeah.
it got me. And there's a character on the show, this guy, and he looks like Ron Jeremy from afar.
Ooh,
And
poor
initially
guy.
I thought, oh my God, Ron Jeremy's on TV. But
This shit's crazy.
oh my God, it's deeper than we thought.
20 counts of.
just like him.
Dude, this is
Whoa, that's what she said. Welcome to Strange Noise
Welcome
Podcast,
to Strange Noise.
everybody.
We're gonna open up with the Ron Jeremy story. Dude, 20 counts of forcible rape, sexual battery, sodomy, and more.
Oh damn!
Whoa.
I didn't go into the story.
Sodomy and Gomorrah? What did they
Sodomy and
say?
more, pretty much. Sodomy and more.
Wow. Oh,
Mora.
shit. Okay.
But dude,
going biblical.
6 counts of strict sexual battery,
Oh,
5
damn.
counts of forcible rape, and 3 counts of forcible oral
This is hot off the
copulation.
press, guys.
Can we show everybody this picture right here?
Dude, this guy looks like.
Look at him, like-
We'll pop it up. Yeah.
Okay. Ding. Because that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That was a weird fucking picture of him. He looks
Yeah.
so like.
Why would
sinister
anyone
and
want
devious. Show Ray
anything
the
by this
release.
guy?
There we go. We're fucking up our set. Look at that face. I mean,
Ugh.
that picture that they
I would
showed,
not
it's
wanna
like
look that
obviously
guy in the
video,
eyes.
but
But I mean, that's kind of the shtick, right? Because he's ugly, but he's gifted.
yeah. I mean, let's say in his defense, he wasn't always this hideous. Like going back, he was like never like the best looking guy, but I mean, he's
was-
now turned more into fucking kukui than ever.
Whoa. Are we ugly shaming him?
I
I mean,
just call him like I see him.
Facts
You
are
know?
facts.
Hey,
Science,
there he is. Young.
dude. Is that him?
yeah.
Yeah.
He
He looks like
T.J. Miller. Does he look like T.J. Miller?
Dude, I was gonna say.
Whoa.
I would say
Will
he kinda
T.J.
look-
Miller play him in the biopic.
I would say he
Well,
kind
I
of looks like Post Malone.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Without
call,
the
too.
stash?
It's like right in between those two.
So Ron Jeremy's gonna play
Gentlemen.
Post Malone in the biopic.
God, yeah.
Whoa, that's
yeah.
interesting.
But
Anyways,
Good
yeah.
one. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Well, it sounds like he's going down. So
Yeah, he's
farewell.
going down. Later.
But I mean, man, I want to say he taught me a lot, but
He taught me a lot.
that's like such old porn.
Dude, to be
that
honest,
I
I've
don't
never seen
remember.
any of his.
I have.
Yeah, I've.
And like I remember this one in particular. Just real quick to give it the shout out. There was a cheerleader who was actually this older woman wearing a cheerleader costume. It happened like in a living room. There was a couch. It was pink and purple cheerleading outfit like that.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're describing every like stereotypical porn.
It was.
yeah,
It
in the
was very
70s or whatever, yeah.
Stereotypical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's like that same. It was that era
With
like,
the
early
plastic
80s.
couches and
It was bad. Yeah.
the bad floral patterns.
Same video that I told you guys
Bad
where
music.
where that one black dude was like rocket ship and the girl was on him, you know,
God,
riding.
dude.
It was that same video. That was another scene later.
Oh
But
god, so.
man, rest in
Yep.
peace, Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, he's done for it, bro. He's done.
Oh wow.
I mean, you would think,
Like
why would he need to forcibly? I mean, he's had like I don't know how many fucking girls to have sex with.
see, this is why
Why would he need to
probably
get to that?
can't
You know,
count.
it probably is like sex is like whatever now, so he needs something to excite him. Whereas
he needed to up the game.
he needed to up the game for himself.
You know what? I'm glad that we're still talking about this because Ron Jeremy actually can't get hard without Viagra, or there's things that he needs to do. The last time I seen him having sex, he was holding his dick and like pinching it so tight and shoving it in a freaking pussy. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
buddy.
and it was almost to the point where like it was like a long but flaccid like thing that he was just shoving in, you know? He was like butting a fucking wall, you know? It was crazy.
Oh my God,
it was wild. I couldn't believe it. And that's what made me feel like, he probably can't get hard on his own.
He's done, yeah. It's by, you think about it after so many years.
He's desensitized.
Yeah.
So, and this is cautionary tale,
but
kids.
no woe to him. We're not giving him any sympathy. Fuck that guy if he did all those things.
Oh, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Chop it off.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what they gotta do. Oh, shit. That's what they gotta do.
Yep.
Like, you know how, like, what is it in, like, some, Eastern countries, right?
Middle Eastern countries?
Middle Eastern countries, they chop off hands if you steal.
Mm-hmm.
You want to rape, you're going to get your dick cut off.
Do they do that? I wonder.
No. They don't
those
prosecute.
Same countries, they don't do that?
They don't prosecute guys in those countries.
No.
Oh.
Remember, like, if
they're cultural, it's like, you force women to do things over there.
That's like kind of a fucked up thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
sure.
obviously we know that. I'm sorry to make it sound like, that.
But to say it out loud, to think about it, like, you know this is going on, and you're like, no, that really is fucked up.
It's like,
you're
okay, if you steal from me, I'm going to chop your hand off. But if you rape a girl, it's like, just fucking dust yourself off, man.
Yeah.
I heard, I don't know if it still goes on. Maybe this is old, but I heard, like, if, like, a guy rapes a girl, usually they'll actually prosecute the woman. Or like either
for adultery or
like
something.
Why did you
adultery.
look so sexy?
Yeah.
You dumb bitch. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fucked
like,
up, man.
dude, no.
That's where the American church got it from. What?
Oh, God.
You can't even call women bitches. That's crazy.
Nope.
No, it wasn't really actually a dog or anything.
Let's go. We're moving forward.
Moving on to other news.
on to other news.
Well, in other news,
OnlyFans. We're starting one.
Yes,
we're gonna follow Bella Thorne down the scammer hole and.
I guess. Yeah. I mean,
if
she's doing it, we could do it, right? No, but
she's not the only one doing it.
She's not the only one.
We're gonna bypass Patreon. We're just gonna go straight for the new thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know. I mean,
we're gonna full frontal everything.
Full frontal.
Yeah. No.
You guys might be disappointed.
That's not a bad name for a podcast.
Just Bush. Just show the bush.
Well, if I just show Bush,
Bushes only.
that's all you're gonna see is Bush.
Like George
Buds and
W.
Bush.
Buds and Bush.
I was like George W. Or
we can do that.
Yeah.
Like, surprise!
Yeah. It's like that. The boxer's creep. Where you fucking just like sneak it down a little bit.
Oh yeah, because like the guys will show what is it, dick root?
Dick root.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna see belly from us. Though.
It's like, well, we're
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me lift my tongue.
Yeah, because once you're fat and you lose some weight, it just kind of stays there.
What was that? It's just kind of like
you're flabby. You're flab. Your stomach flab.
That was so. I could see it too.
I always reference. Have you guys seen Click?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? What is this?
What is this?
That's it,
dude. I laugh way too hard at that movie. I love that movie.
It's a really good movie. Yeah.
And
it's funny.
Christopher Walken.
Oh
yes.
I was watching Joe Dirt last night. So
ooh, that's classic too.
He was in that one as well.
Was he in that one?
Yeah, as a janitor, he was like the ex-mafia guy.
Yeah, he's on
Witness Protection.
Yep.
With protection, whatever.
Witness Protection Program.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Had to spit it out.
Had to force it out.
But I love that movie. Joe Dirt, I was like, oh, that's a good movie.
That's another good one too, man. I love it. The Indian dude is awesome, dude.
Oh yeah.
The native guy. He's like, I only like sparklers and fucking poppers or whatever. It's like some bullshit,
Dude, when you said Indian, I immediately thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
Sorry. I don't want to mean to be insensitive.
That was probably insensitive. You saying
Yeah,
that.
you're insensitive. We're gonna have to not air this one.
Oh.
But,
I'm sorry. I'm learning from my
Where
mistakes.
are we going? OnlyFans. That's what we're talking about because we just learned that Bella Thorne.
Yes, Bella Thorne. Quick. I did hear a story about a teacher that was.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. On her spare time.
The story. Well, so the story was that because of the whole Corona shutdown that she took to OnlyFans to supplement her income.
Whoa.
And so. The picture they showed, not too bad.
The pictures they showed,
But so this got my train thinking of my train thing.
Your train thinking.
My wheels turning.
Thinking about trains right away.
Oh God.
Yes, it got my wheels turning. Like what is the thought process? Like, is it okay for a teacher to be real quick? I did fact check it.
Go.
The article was bunk. It's not a true story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aw,
Damn it, that'd be cool if it was
we
true.
need this to be real.
You
That's
should have
what-
told us at the end of the story.
I
Yeah.
wanted to, but I was like, I wanted you to work with all the information.
Yeah. Well,
But it still got my wheels turning. Like,
What if a teacher did do something
no,
like that?
it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Especially if a lot of the teachers aren't going back to work, or
They
they're
need to make money.
or they're working from like Zoom classes or something like that. So it
Would
got,
you- Go
I
ahead.
was thinking, like, what are your thoughts? Like, one, is it okay? Two, like, what are your thoughts of it? And then, like, maybe like bring it home. Like, what if you found out like your kid's teacher was doing this?
That's what I was gonna say. Like I was gonna look at you Rob, and be
Yeah.
like, "What if you found out one of the girls' teachers?"
well, I go and subscribe first things first.
Yeah, you gotta support her.
I support local.
Local businesses.
My local 355 or whatever.
God, my wife doesn't watch the show. But no, I'm just kidding. I kind of feel like it's a conflict of interest because, you know, a parent can see it, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like you have to appear to them in public as well. You know, right now, obviously the quarantine doesn't allow for that, but the reality is that there is, you know, FaceTime that happens with people and parents. There's back to school night, and there's the other one-on-one moments where you do have to just talk to the teacher, you know, and that's like, you know, having that there is kind of inappropriate.
So from the parents' angle of like knowing that they have that website, right? This is what you're saying? Like you have to have FaceTime interaction with
she
them?
has to, like, you know, talk with every parent. So it almost seems like she shouldn't be able to do, or I mean, obviously the school probably has something against it too, you know?
Yeah, probably like some rules about going.
Yeah.
You look like you had
integrity
a good
rules. I don't know.
Well, that was the other thing in the story is that she got fired for it.
Yeah.
But you got my wheels turning like when you said, "Oh, like she did this." I was like, "What if it was a male teacher?"
Oh.
Because I started thinking, I was like, that makes it seem like worse. You know, I don't know how many dudes are on OnlyFans.
That's the
but
stereotype. That's what like what we've been kind of trained to do is like if guys do this on their own or like think of the current culture right now. You guys can't catcall, you know,
oh yeah, no.
Right.
because it's
It's
looked at wrong.
It's socially unacceptable.
Yeah,
now.
but women could do it too, or
Yeah.
can do it, and it's not frowned upon as much
No.
yes,
because
you're right.
there's a stigma of men being just dogs and
Yeah.
shit and that.
Wherever you stand on that, yes, you're like,
Yeah.
it's not demonized as much as if a woman would do it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Or at least
That's the right way.
general consensus is that
Yeah.
way. Some people are, you know, a little more, what do you call it? They
kind of whatever. It's equal.
Yeah,
right?
they're a little more. They're equal opportunity haters.
like equal time. Yeah. You fuck up on either side.
Yeah.
You fucked up. But yeah. I mean, it would. I mean, my mind it would be like a little bit creepier. So that's just my.
That's
like,
exactly what I thought.
That's a stereotype that's been drilled in my head. So it's kind of like
Yeah, that it seems more lewd for the guy to be doing it, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how I felt. Like when you said, like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, she, like you, you know, said that the teacher would, you know, be a female, but then I thought I was like, well, it's a male teacher. I was like, that makes it worse. Like, I would see them both as not acceptable. Like,
Yeah.
I don't view it as acceptable if a teacher were to do this. One, they're interacting with students all day. It's very easy
Yeah.
for a student to find that.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Not only that, like, and not only that, like, it's kind of a, what do you call it? There's a not a hierarchy, what do you call it?
Moral?
Yeah, kind of not a moral code, but like
Yeah.
like a status that comes with it. You know, that you wouldn't expect a teacher to have this. Like you wouldn't expect same thing. Well, I don't know, but I would say like a politician or
Yeah.
something. You wouldn't
Yeah.
expect people. There are.
I mean, you can do whatever you want in this world right now. You know, look at Trump's doing all kinds of crazy
That
shit.
is true. That is true.
That is
But
true.
like, what I don't, it's because it's like a taboo thing, right? Like, you know, like a teacher, like say, like a teacher having, you know, sex with his students or
Well,
her students.
I don't think
I mean, that's
taboo.
illegal. That's
It's
illegal.
but-
Yeah, sorry,
Right.
that's illegal. But what I'm trying to get to is like the the stigma behind, you know, sex workers, you know, kind of deal.
Oh, okay. So you're
Like
trying.
because they're a sex worker, we shouldn't allow them to do certain things. Like say if this person was a porn star and they wanted to be a teacher, so they leave that life behind. Is that what you think? They leave that life behind, but that stigma follows them.
I
So
think
I think that's the big question right
Yeah,
there. Like,
yeah.
I feel like the opposite could work though. Like if you left your life of being a porn star to go teach, I feel like that might be a little more acceptable than going the opposite, than being a teacher going into porn.
I feel like
I feel that more.
I feel the opposite way
yeah.
because like you as a parent, I'd say would be like, I don't want that that girl as my parents' teacher or that guy as my parents or my kid's teacher because they were a porn star.
I feel that, but I feel like it's almost
Like
you want to say like the moral of it, like, oh, they're cleaning up their life, so to speak. Let's give them a chance. That sort of like, yeah. It's like because there's little things, because really we're so emotional and like we have these weird like the reason why we jump to conclusions in the first place and have that stereotype is because of these small little things. They're never really big. So if you think about it, leaves porn to do good or leaves good to do bad, what sounds better?
But why is porn bad?
Yeah,
No. See, but that's why I'm not the one saying. This is
I get what you're saying now.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh, you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Mindset out there, right?
So it's a logical way to think about it. And if you think about leaves porn to do good, or leaves doing fucking good to do bad, if you break it down that
I get what
way.
you're saying. If the general consensus is like, porn is bad, so therefore, if you're leaving porn to enter a profession that's more respectable, that should be a good story.
I have the opposite thinking. I don't think you'll gain the respect because of your past.
And that's that's to be determined because we won't know until it does happen.
I feel like me and you wouldn't care. We wouldn't care.
No.
I mean, would you care?
Signing up our kids to go to school,
to go?
Yeah. Would you care if your kid's teacher was a porn star?
Was. Okay, was no. No,
that's what I mean.
Is like say if they were this is the thing. I agree with that. Maybe if they left it to become a teacher, then she's probably gonna have, or they're probably gonna have a tough time finding a job.
Yeah.
But that's more commendable, or that's the idea that it's a better route.
Or
it's better.
But like the stereotype of people wouldn't allow that. You know what I mean? Like in the mind, that's why I'm thinking it would be easier to go from teaching to porn because those people all in the porn wouldn't care.
And you already have a character.
Imagine all that porn. You're a teacher.
Yeah, you're a teacher.
Now imagine all the people in porn like so pissed that this bitch went goody two shoes or this dude. I don't want to whoever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like the cattiness of it, so that's why I threw it the bitch. That's so funny to me, like thinking like she went good, like who does she think she is?
She's better than us.
Yeah, like, that's so funny to me too.
But
I love that.
The other thing is if like she or he was a current teacher and also currently doing OnlyFans or whatever that is, like.
This is all hypothetical shit.
Yeah,
but
obviously that's why.
All of it.
But the thing is, I imagine it's gonna eventually happen.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, because people need money, and I mean, there's good-looking teachers out there.
Yeah.
Not only that, I imagine the question was originally posed like, oh, what if a teacher has a relationship with a student? And like, oh, that's never gonna happen. And like,
it's happened.
It's happening now.
Times.
For instance, I know Jenna Hayes, who was ex porn star. Now she's going to school for something, dude. And forgive me, it doesn't even help this fucking conversation because I don't know specifically what she's going to school for. But while I'm fucking babbling, Ed will look it up. Because she is going to school right now. And I know that one of the things she was studying was psychology. So like some sort of psychology. And I thought, oh, that's cool. She's fucking, I don't know if she's using the money from that to go to school, but she's probably my age, around 38 or so, late 30s, and going to school, college, maybe a good college. I'm not really sure, but.
So you're saying the idea is like, at a point in your life, you've discovered you're like, okay, I want to like do good, or like, I don't want to say like,
let's not say good, but different route that's more positive. It doesn't have those negative connotations.
Kind of like more like social good in a sense.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you could easily make the argument. I mean, you've heard it before. Is like Kim Kardashian. I mean, how did she become famous?
Yeah,
her sex
tape. Yeah,
and now she's fighting for social justice. She's becoming a lawyer.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously she has her show in it, but I mean, you
know where Jen Hayes is from?
Here.
Yeah, Fullerton, California.
Yeah.
What? I did not know that,
dude.
I'm trying to find it. It's not saying anything about what she's doing right now.
But, if you follow her Instagram, you'll probably get a better idea of what I'm talking about because she doesn't really post a lot. Well, she doesn't really post a lot normally, but I've seen a few things, and she was like, "I'm at school," or whatever. And I thought, "Oh, that's cool." I mean, because what is she gonna do with it? Like, let's jokingly think now, like, what the fuck is she really going to school for? She's late 30s. Had a career in that. What could she be thinking of now? Really, she should be thinking of just running a business related to her fame, because she can piggyback on that very easy.
Well, she does have OnlyFans.
And she has, now she works with Fleshlight.
Yeah, Fleshlight, yeah.
Yeah, that company that makes the freaking...
She's got her own, I think, line of...
her own model?
Yeah.
Yeah, her own model. That's
her own
correct.
cast.
Oh, so you're basically saying like she should piggyback off the. Well, again, this goes to like if she's trying to do, depending if she's doing like psychology or whatever, like she's trying to do social good.
Yeah.
Then obviously it's a different passion now. So that's why she's kind of like,
I'm kind of done with this.
Yeah, I'm done with this. I want to do something different,
Yeah.
So I can see that. I mean, you're right. The business decision would be like, oh, just milk.
Just milk it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe she wants to do some greater good, and
that's it.
Yeah.
She's that example that we were just imagining, and she was in porn and now doing quote unquote good. We'll see what happens. I don't even know what the hell she's really doing.
I don't know. I like to think that I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. Do what you want to do, boo.
For real. But I think the one with the kid in school, or excuse me, the teacher teaching
at the same time. Yes,
at the same time.
I think those are different. I see them as different scenarios. Like if you're a teacher and you're doing it on the side, or whatever.
Yeah.
Then one, I don't. It's more risky because the teacher.
But why is it risky?
Because I would say because of the current kids find anything online, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna find the pages of their teacher.
Yeah.
So
but they're gonna run into porn like even before that. Maybe they didn't even find out.
See, I don't think it's the idea of them finding porn, but it's them finding porn of someone they see every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why? Well, why would it be bad?
I would say probably it's distracting. Because
is it all right?
Because I would say like if you're trying to pay attention, I'm coming from the angle of maybe like a young boy, teenage boy, because obviously that's what I've come from.
Boys,
so if you knew, like if you already thought your teacher was good looking, and then now you find out that there's porn of them,
you could see her naked and having sex,
and then now you go to class every day, and that's what you're thinking of. You're just distracted all the time.
For sure. You can't take her serious.
I agree with the distracted part, just because I didn't want to make it seem like they.
Oh, you're just wrong. You're morally wrong.
Yeah. Because it's like
you can make that argument if you want, but I mean that's not our position.
I don't think it'll stand with us.
And I wouldn't even be trying to make that. I like argument.
that. The distracted. Yeah, I get that. Because I would be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a way more logical
not even concentrate on whatever's on the whiteboard.
Yeah,
I think that's what it would be. It's the distraction for sure.
I think that's the biggest issue with it. I mean, you go into you can have a debate about the moral issue of the issue because. You assume that teachers and people that we entrust with our kids, they would be like there's a standard of how they should conduct themselves professionally.
That part of it, that standard, I think is flawed because we shouldn't judge someone's character based off what they do with their job. Like I mean, we all like sex, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all watch porn.
Hey man,
we might have watched porn with our significant others.
Yeah.
So I don't see no wrong in that. The distracted argument, I go with that. Yeah, I can see that the kids get distracted, but I mean, I
think you're right. I think that is a conversation to be starting to have of that standard. Like, why is that standard there, and why does this say side?
Now, do I want my daughter to be a porn star? No, no, yeah, but
sure.
But.
This is the dichotomy that goes on in your mind.
Yeah, it's like I'm fine with that, but do I want my kid doing that? Hell no, I don't want my kid doing that.
Right. And it's a battle. I've thought about this too, and
that's what coming to terms with something like that would be. Yeah.
That's the bigger conversation right there. Like, okay, why am I okay with them doing it, but I don't want it in my own house?
Right.
Like that's a bigger conversation, and I think that's why a lot of these things, and that maybe that's where the standards come in because it's like. We have to have standards somewhere. Yeah. So you kind of just draw the line.
It's tough, dude, because man, my quick answer to that, which is not maybe so quick, we might need to go to break first. So the explanation is this. And it's not an explanation, my answer.
Your point of view or
it's absolutely
Daffy Duck
and emotional. I turned into Daffy Duck. It's a short answer to If
Big
you
question.
ask me,
Yeah.
hey, what do you think about doing porn? Okay, integrity, morality, you think certain things, you know, and these are like typical things that they're common ideas, you know.
Yeah.
So look at this. Here's what I said. What I told my oldest daughter was this. I said, look, you are so valuable, and everybody has their own value, but if you reveal yourself to the world, you have nothing left to show them. So it's in your best interest to conceal your sex appeal if you do have it and never give it away, because it's typical that men, once we see it, we want to move on because there's billions of women in this world. So the moment I see you naked, I'm done with you. See, I can pay, like, I don't do this, but let's say I paid you to see you take off your panties. I paid you, to see, I give you another 100 to see you take off your bra. I seen, and then the moment you get it all, you're done paying because, for one, you paid, and you're like, okay, now I want to see the next one because it's no sense in having to pay you again. I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen you naked, and I paid to see you naked.
Yeah.
So for those services where you're paying to see it, they have to keep it so interesting that's how you get the person to come back. That's why they dress up as something different. They do different, role play and different things, cosplay. Okay, now back to just the individual person thinking about it. No matter where you are, even if you go into corporate America or just a corporate, job,
Normal 9 to 5 or
a
something.
normal
like that.
9 to 5 job, and you want to succeed there, but you do have sex appeal, you're better off using it and never sleeping with someone along the way, because they're going to always want it. And since they never got it, yes, they can be malicious and try to fuck you over on the back end by, being a dick to you and getting you fired or something. But if you maintain a certain stature, let's say, or a certain fucking head on your shoulders where you don't lose them wanting you and they keep trying to fucking get at you, but you leave that mystery there, it's much more valuable there. It's much more valuable if you never reveal anything to them, because they continually want to. And let's say you led them on a little bit, and let's say you know your sex appeal, and you know it just enough to where you don't
Use it to your advantage.
You don't use it to your advantage, and you got that coy sense where they know that they weren't being used yet, and they're just still like, man, I'm going to keep pushing that person in the position to grow. And so they get more money, because eventually I think that they're going to return this favor, which is, you hear that.
So use them instead of them using you.
Yeah. If you want to play that power move, you don't have to, but what I'm just saying is it's so much more valuable without revealing it. That's why it's a fucking long story. And there's so many different you can dissect it so many different ways, and I have, but that's why I say the simplest way is like, we all have a value, and once we reveal a different part of us that has the sex appeal of us, for a woman, man, this is really for a woman, dude. It's directed towards a woman, dude. If you fucking contain your sex appeal and never reveal it completely, you're going to hold all the cards. The moment you reveal your complete self, you lose all of the cards. You lay them all out. You show them, this is me naked. This is me exactly what I look like. There's nothing wrong with it. That's not this conversation. It's just the idea that if you want them to keep wanting you forever, you can't reveal your whole self.
So I think what I hear you saying is be smart with your sex appeal. So like
that's
kind of because
That's in the short, or like,
that's like, you could do that, but really, if you're going to be completely moral about it and play that hand, just don't fucking reveal yourself ever, because you just want to fucking maintain your integrity as a fucking human being, because on the human being side of it, like it gets like in a fucking funky conversation real quick, like, hey, let's not shame anybody. It's not about shaming. It's just like, if you feel like your integrity is intact because you never shown anybody what you look like, naked, then it's in your best interest to never show anybody what you look like naked.
But doesn't that walk the line of saying that those who do show don't have integrity?
So, that's a different conversation. And I'm not talking about I'm not in the shame conversation.
No, I know that's not what you're saying, but I'm saying
we're going to point it out for our listeners just because we want them to, hear that too.
Yeah. Because you could easily say, like, if you're saying like, oh, well, you hold your integrity, or if you, basically what the value is your integrity. And so showing yourself is devaluing yourself. And that's what it can come off as.
Yes, it can come off like that.
And so I'm trying to clarify. Are you saying that like?
I'm saying if you maintain your look, because there's so many women that get screwed over in the workplace, you know, like they have to go through like sexual harassment, and a lot of the time they're not like, you know, like some people fall victim, you know, like they end up doing things they don't want to because they know it will fucking sustain their, you know, their future, you know, they'll have a job, you know, instead of getting fired, they have to like, you know, pretend to like the guy or whatever,
fall into the Harvey Weinstein,
or even, you know, fall into like the deeper shit, you know, like fucking sex and kissing or whatever they may end up doing. You know what I mean? Like that's a complete. See, this is why it gets fucking really dark, really quick, and really great.
It's just
the
topic.
idea, like if you have something, because if you just think about, let's think about that girl that that sold her virginity.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was for so much because she wasn't giving it away. So it's that same train of thought.
Yeah.
Like if you don't give it away, it becomes way more valuable. So if you have something that you can, that you know that you have. So
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you have something, and this is what I don't like about the thing. You have something to value, but then that also creates a mindset of objectifying women, because we are men, so we're objectifying women when we do that, and that's the thing that doesn't sit well with me, because it's like the you know, we're placing a value on this woman because of her sex appeal.
Yeah, see,
that's the only thing. But you're talking about integrity, which is I get, but then I don't want to, like with Ray's argument, like saying, so you're saying that if she doesn't reveal it, then she doesn't lose her integrity, but if she does reveal it, she loses her integrity.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like it seems like it.
No, it's not that. It's the idea of giving it away for sale. So if you
But isn't that what you're doing? If say you're saying like, hey, you know, be smart with your sex appeal, like in a sense, like, you know, if you're in a corporate setting or something like that, and kind of you know that they're interested, but don't, you know, give in, because kind of holding them on the leash may help you, you know, propel yourself.
And see, holding them on the leash, that's like that's a phrase that I would say is like you're leading them on. You know, it plays into you being a woman, knowing you're, you know, leading them on, which is horrible. You know what I mean? Because that's her playing into this fucking idea where she doesn't even want to be in that field anyway. You know, she doesn't want to be in that situation where she is objectified.
Yeah.
And see, that's why this conversation, it's a huge conversation, but I was just trying to break it down. Like if you break down logical value of the way the human the male mind, never mind, not human mind, just the male mind. Because when we're looking at a woman, personally, the women that I've seen,
stereotypical male.
This is
we're not gonna generalize all men, but
no, this is very stereotypical, very fucking.
That's all we can lean on right now.
Yeah, very basic idea of like a stereotypical male.
This is the basic bitch man.
Like when we were young and stupid.
Look, this just gives women tools. Like that's it. Because I'm telling you, I'm revealing from a male point of view. If you reveal everything right away, I'm gonna be done. Like this is like why sex happens the way. Like, look, I'm not gonna say anything about your home lives or my home life or anything like that. Yeah. But the general idea that the world has of fucking men and women is that once a man has sex with a woman, he's almost done with her. Yeah. You know? And that's... And then
I'm getting that because I understand what Rob's talking about. The general mindset of a male.
Oh, okay. So
it's general.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm trying to get at, because I get on the train of the
because we're not talking about love. Like I fucking passionately love my wife. You know? There's like something deeper rooted in that.
Yeah.
That's different. But your stereotypical male, and even the stereotypical of an idea of a guy... Because women have this about men, you know? They have it. Like, all they want is sex.
So hold them off.
Let's just fucking keep that right there. Women fucking say, all that men want is sex in a stereotypical form, you know? And the generalizing of men and women.
Yeah.
Women are fucking the more, let's say, stereotypically, like, timid and even more stereotypical, weaker, which is horrible. Yeah. You know what I mean? So now we're just pointing out these. I want you to see how contrasty that I'm using here, because it's the stereotypical version of these people. The moment a man sees a woman, he's done with her. Especially if he's paying for it. If I go see a stripper today, I'm going to tip one and then I'm going to move on to the next. There's no point to tip the same one all night because the moment she shows you her cards, unless you're infatuated with that look, she's goth, she's a redhead, she's whatever. I might spend more of my time with her. But the stereotypical version of a strip club is there's so many women so that you can do this one and be on to the next. You get your fix of all of them. No one.
Well, it's kind of designed that way.
That's what I'm saying. It is literally designed that way because of the stereotypical male.
Yeah, exactly.
And see, that's playing into this idea that once a woman reveals all herself, that stripper at the club, she's no longer valuable to that single person. She's valuable though. She's still valuable to all the other men that have the same. So she's continually making money and continually growing and doing her thing.
Okay,
that's not stopping.
I think I'm following a little bit.
Like, if you fucking sit for a day with me, it's like there's some weird shit that goes through my head.
Well, I'm trying to follow. Like I know that you're saying like the generalization.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like I'm trying to parse the generalization with your actual opinion. You know, because I know what you're saying. You're giving your view on based on general like what you view the stereotypical man. So like you're giving advice to your daughter based on the stereotypical man.
Yeah.
And that's what you're what you're saying, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I totally get that.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm trying to get to so
see, for me, if I gave her my own, well, which I have, the answer for her not to do that is a long story of my family history.
Yeah.
And how hard we all worked just to be and to have very little that we have now. And chiming in somewhere, I was just hoping that you would struggle like the rest of us. You know, I'm not saying that you should struggle and have the same hardships that I did. It's not that. It's the idea of I will die a dreamer and I'm happy with that, you know? Like there's a fucking saying that I wrote down. And this is a very common saying. It's not like I fucking invented this, but the dream was worth the dream was worth the chase.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get this tattooed on me soon because it's something that I think about. And the dream is worth the chase, you guys. Like, I'm very satisfied with the struggles and the things that I have accomplished and the many things that I never accomplished. You know, I'm very, very happy. I'm fulfilled by that. You know, because that, like they say, it's the journey, never the destination.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what I try to fucking instill. It's that little piece. Long story short, but not fucking short. It's we fucking traveled so far. And just for you to take the easy way out, because I could get naked. I can, you know, there's a market, you know, for a fucking overweight Mexican. And I have done it, you know, and I have done it for fucking financial reasons too, you know?
So, yeah.
And that was for creative purposes, though. I did it for the art, you know?
No.
I guess my question would be, okay, so I get what you're saying, like kind of the, like, don't take this if this is the easy road, like if you're just doing it for the quick dollar, you know, kind of like, you know, chase your dream, you know, make your money off your passion, you know?
Yeah. Because, long story short.
What question?
Okay. I don't want to.
But
what if that is the girl's passion? Like she wants to do it.
That's what I was thinking.
What if she wants to do that? What if you're like, I find, you know, fulfillment in this, you know? I feel.
Is it my daughter or just a girl?
Yes.
Yes. So here's
because I don't give a fuck about anybody else in the world. I could care less. Like every woman that does her
this
thing.
kind of goes back to Ed's thing of like, I am okay with somebody else doing it, but our thoughts kind of get cloudy when it becomes in our own house, right?
Of course.
I get that. I mean, I'm not like saying you shouldn't be that way.
About human nature and our thoughts.
Yeah, as a father.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think. As a father, like I wouldn't want my daughter doing that, but I'm okay with someone else doing that. And I think necessary because I don't buy into that stuff. I don't like go out like and subscribe to all these things and look at naked women and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been to strip clubs. I don't mind going and stuff like that. But it's not like something like when I think of those people that are always like looking and shit, like it creeps me out. But
it's just not your thing. Yeah,
it's just not my thing. But then like I'm fucking shooting myself in the foot because I'm like, yeah, you do it, but no, not my daughter.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do it. And that's like a struggle in my mind. And then like say, what if my daughter wants to do that?
Yeah. So what is your?
And then I just gotta like what? I don't know. I gotta come to terms with it. You know.
So I guess this could be bonus content. But my next question would be like, so what do you tell your daughters if they say like, okay, why is it okay for them but not okay for me? What do you say then?
That's when we would, me as a father would have to like bite my own ego and like be like, I mean, it is okay for you, I guess. If that's what's filling your mind, or try to. I don't know. I don't want it to be that way, but I would have to.
So
I don't know, dude. I'm like fucking lost.
Yeah.
That's a question that's like got me tied up.
I'm
as
not,
a father of
because I would be in the same boat. You know,
Yeah.
if I had a daughter and she came to me like in the same exact question, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want everybody to do what they want to do, but I don't want you to do that. Like,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
because there is, I think this is where like the libertarian idea comes, where like you want everybody to do whatever they want to do, whatever
Right.
they and while there's something going on in your house, like maybe you don't value that as a profession or something like that. Maybe that's the case,
Yeah.
and so you don't see that as a profession that you want your children to go into.
Right.
And I think that's an okay position to have, like people will, but at the same time, it's that fine line of saying like, I know people will say like, oh, well, by saying that you're devaluing them, or you're saying that they're
Yeah.
not as good as you. It's like, no, like that's just, not what I value, or what I
I mean, everybody can have their own moral compass and their own beliefs and their own ideals.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's just one's ideal. That's like, like as a, maybe it's the ego of being a father to a daughter. You know, you don't you don't want your daughter to end up in that life, but you're okay with it for someone else. But then you got to think why is that okay for someone else's daughter?
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
One of the things that you think about is all of you think with fear. So as a father, you think with fear. You think of fear of, and here's really where every fucking everything falls apart. It's because you're in fear of it being the gateway to everything else.
Mhm.
You're in fear of that turning into your porn. And from porn, it turns into prostitution. And from prostitution, it turns into freaking, in combination of all these things, drug addiction. And you go to the worst fears of everything, because you can fucking have fear of all of that without them even fucking talking about wanting to be naked. The drug addiction, the prostitution, these things happen regardless of them wanting to fucking say like, hey, I want to start an Onlyfans, or something stupid like that. You know what I mean? But because of the fucking the father role, you do think with fear, and your fear is the absolute worst possible scenarios. So
it's kind of like those fears are already there, and then the initial question or thought or whatever just immediately triggers it.
You go to the worst possible.
Yeah.
So you're like, whoa, you're like, pump the brakes.
You're gonna go to drugs in there.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what you feel like. You're thinking,
like people,
okay, it's a fear.
You can't read Harry Potter. You're gonna go to witchcraft.
Yeah. It's like that. And maybe it's our fucking mindset as being raised as Christian people or whatever. It's
There is a thing to that. Like we're definitely products of our environment,
for sure.
which we do need to challenge these thoughts.
Like we always thought weed was a gateway drug to freaking heroin. Where we know it's like, I can smoke a joint and be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Why am I gonna go do heroin?
Smoke a joint, and not even get high.
So like it's, I don't know. It's like the worst possible fear, and maybe that's a thing in that will change down the line, and I don't know.
I reserve the right to change my mind.
Yeah, there you go.
In the end, I would think, if I'm just gonna if you're gonna ask me, hey, do you think that that's a cool profession? I would say no. It sounds like an easy route, because you're just getting naked. Like, look there's nothing wrong with it. There is merit to being good at what you do,
Your
so
craft.
if there's porn stars that are fucking amazing, I've also heard that a lot of porn stars like aren't also happy with their they're not like, this is going to be hard to believe, but they're not all having the most fun on the set, you guys.
They are actresses.
The women are also actresses, so duh. That's the reason why you get a lot of women. See, I love adding little moments like this, because you get a lot of women saying, there's no way she can be getting off like that. That's fucking possible. He's not even hitting the fucking spot.
Yeah.
They start pointing out shit that they're like, no, that's not real reaction.
It's like a doctor watching ER.
Yeah.
But for the man, we're like, no, that was all real. Her eyes rolled in the back of her head. So we all think at certain times.
So you're telling me you're acting, babe?
We all think with like very little information, But the story I would say is like, hey man, there's so much more other shit that you can do, and so many other creative things that you can get into. Again, it's not a fucking a conversation of whether I think that's a fucking credible job title or,
Yeah.
fucking whatever to be a stripper or be a OnlyFans, like, nude model or porn star, like it's all obviously fucking legal and possible. And I've watched it, like I'm not going to say I haven't.
Yeah.
I've watched fucking porn. I've watched freaking strippers freaking dance. Man.
It's almost impossible nowadays.
Yeah. It's
You scroll through your feed and it's like,
I
what
know.
the heck?
Hoi!
yeah.
But
Sorry,
then-
Mom.
yeah. Yeah.
I'll fucking digress.
We'll put a fork in this one for.
Oh God, 20 minutes. All right. Well, more than that, probably. Yeah.
Well, we've probably gone
Yeah.
a little too far on the
Rabbit hole.
Wait, we took that blue pill or took the red
Yeah.
pill. Which one
Yeah.
is it?
We took them both.
We
this
took them
time.
all. Yeah, we took them
Yeah,
all.
and that's what happens when you take them both. And my philosophy is take half and wait 2 hours. If you feel good, fuck it, take the other half.
Yeah.
I think we're going back to the 8-ounce Red
Yeah,
Bulls.
Yeah. It's so funny, dude. Like it's the Red Bull
Well, I had a
We
16
still
ounce
want you as
and
a
8
sponsor,
ounce.
though.
Yep.
Please.
Sugar free.
Anyways, so I think we're closing out because that's
Yeah.
it's pretty good. And before we close out, though, really quick, dude, I just wanted to shed light on something very important. Our own Ed is in the top 6 percentile.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let him explain the rest really
Oh
quick
my
because
God,
it's
this
an
is so
achievement.
fucking-
And he doesn't know I'm about to do this. He didn't know I was going to do
I
this.
told him, I said, no, I don't want to mention it on the stream. But yeah,
So
so
we're going to mention it.
I ranked 6% on Destiny 2, like in PvP.
You
So
guys
I'm
have no
diamond.
idea how fucking
Yeah, so if, like
big of an achievement that is.
people from my clan are listening, I make diamond.
Shout out,
What?
you guys. He made fucking diamond.
So yeah, I don't know. It's a big deal. I don't know.
His new nickname's gonna be Iceman Eddie.
Yeah,
Oh.
buddy. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Kind of
So
embarrassed.
congratulations to Ed. If you want to leave some comments with the
Yeah.
congratulations below, that would be awesome. Thank you guys so much.
If you want to level up with one of the best, challenge
me
up.
up.
Yeah, did you gave him your handle way back in the day, but
Yeah, that dude.
since
Ed,
we said
85. That dude Ed 85 or Eddie Barrett 85. One of those.
You'll find him. You'll find him.
we'll figure it out.
forget.
Figure that.
He's gonna be streaming on Twitch soon.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
We're encouraging him, but
We'll see.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We'll see what
but
happens.
just like this episode was,
Yeah.
nice ramble.
Yeah, it was a
Everything.
big ramble, and
Yeah.
we thank you guys for coming on this weird thought journey with us.
It's a thought riot.
Yeah, I like that band.
Ooh.
I know.
We need to school some kids on those.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Thought Riot.
Yes. If you can
But yeah.
find them, I wonder if you can find them.
Spotify.
Instagram.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
I
on
didn't-
Apple Music. Spotify.
All right, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, Spotify's got a little bit of cooler bands.
But thank you for tuning in. Thank
Yeah.
you. If you made it through all that, please subscribe.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have
if
to now.
If you like that, that's exactly what every podcast is
Yeah.
for the
It'll
most part.
just-
Sometimes they're a little more.
Yeah, this one was very unstructured, but there we have structure to them a little bit.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
This is just like a thought vomit episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah,
Thought Vomit.
Yeah, that's the name of my
Oh.
band,
I
Thought
like
Vomit.
that. Ooh, gutter fucking punk dog. I love
It's
it.
an NYC punk band from
Let me,
the 80s.
let me claim it right now.
Oh, he's getting the fucking
I'm gonna get the URL, the freaking
Yep.
everything, the trademark, the
if you
copyright.
haven't yet, I'm going to bleep it out in the podcast.
Yeah,
don't worry.
no, Thought Vomit.
But please, if you want to, go ahead and follow us on the socials.
Please.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Ray's been doing some good work on some graphics, and so we're gonna be posting stuff.
You'll see it
hopefully.
very soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very
Dope
soon.
shit.
But I guess until next time.
Like, subscribe, follow,
Yes.
yeah,
Please.
and hit the notification bell before we.
Yes.
We gotta always put that in there.
Yes. For follow the algorithm.
Yes, please.
So, I guess until next time, take care, everybody.
Peace.
Later.